Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing today? It's me, myself, and I. I hope everybody's having a good Friday morning. It is September 11th. Never forget. I'll never forget that. That was definitely a day in history. Good morning, Dahlia. Yeah, so, where were you? I was at work and I was just getting ready to get off my shift. And I went to my mom's and we watched the whole thing. Oh, I watched part of it at work and then I got off work and then went to my mom's. By the time I had gotten to my mom's, it was already, both planes had already hit. But, she was scared. That was, when was that? 2001, right? And my brother was in the Marines, and we were pretty frantic because we knew he was going to be going to wherever, because we knew that was going to be war for us. So it was pretty scary. But yeah, never forget, all those people that died and all the rescue, the frontliners and everything. Yeah. Morning, Hank and Dottie and Dahlia. Dahlia says I was getting ready for work and watched live as the second plane crashed into the building. Morning, Todd.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am almost perfect.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Not quite. Got a couple of improvements to make, but otherwise I'm almost perfect.
Yeah. Morning, Maggie.
Good morning.
Oh.
Morning, Hank. Your daddy,
Yeah.
Dahlia, Dottie.
I was just saying, it was. Oh, Thrift Daddy was in D.C. on 9/11. Wow, that would have been
Weird.
a crazy place to be. 2 miles from the Pentagon. Oh my gosh, that would have been crazy. Yeah, we were just saying never forget, and where were you?
I was in work. And something popped up on my computer, I think from CNN, saying there was a plane crash into a building, and we all thought, "Oh, wow, that's awful," until the second plane went in, and then
Yeah.
we realized something was happening. I called Michael. He worked for the Air Force at that time. And they were in a complete, state of getting the base locked down and everything.
Oh yeah.
It was scary. Yeah. Morning, Dottie. I think I talked to Dottie before.
Well, Thrift Daddy says we didn't hear or see anything. Morning, Junk Girl Patty.
Good morning, Patty. Well, that's crazy, Thrift Daddy.
Yeah, to be that close and not to hear anything, see anything. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean that's something that will go in the history books, and that's something that I mean, even if you were, nowhere near there, you felt like you were right there
Oh yeah, it was.
because, it was, and like I was saying, my brother was in the Marines, and we knew he'd be going to, wherever we were going for war. I didn't think that, I really didn't think that we would just kind of shrug this off. I mean, I kind of had the feeling like we weren't gonna let this one go.
Yeah, I
And we didn't.
was at school and all of our students were just arriving for school. So we herded all the students into their individual, high school kids in their library and junior high kids in their library and so on.
Yeah.
Turned on the video and let the kids just sit and watch history happen,
Yeah.
Try to comfort and explain and try to,
Yeah.
pull the lid on. A few parents came and got their kids out of school, but most of them, they just stayed through the school day, and we just pretty much had all the current events.
Yeah.
Let's watch the video of what's going on. So
I worked in Philadelphia City Hall at the time, and they closed down the building. Morning, Beth, and sent us all home. So I took the subway home, and I just remember being under the ground waiting for the subway to come and thinking, if somebody were to do something in Philadelphia, like here I am underground.
Yeah.
I was such a nervous wreck the whole time I was underground, and then the train until the train came up above ground. I was a nervous wreck.
I mean, you feel so vulnerable.
Yeah.
At that point, because
you didn't know where it was going to hit next, or if it was going to.
Yeah.
There were other planes in the air heading places.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's going on this morning?
Nothing much. I have 6 packages going out today. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah.
Very good.
that's good. I have an awesome 2, which is better than 0.
Yeah, I think I have 4. I think I have 4 going out. Somebody paid for their items, so that was good. Their daddy said Halloween 2001 in DC, no one went trick-or-treating. Yeah. Oh, Beth says my Mercari and my Poshmark are busier than my eBays. There's no rhyme or reason for that, though. I mean, there's no explanation, but that's great. Thank goodness you have, multiple platforms.
Yeah, I've had 2 sales again on Poshmark, and I'm happy because for a while Poshmark was absolutely dead for me.
Yeah.
And now it's picked up again.
Yeah.
But on the time that was dead, eBay was doing well. FBA was doing well, so.
You never know. You never know where it's going to hit, what's going to do good that day, what's going to not do so good. It's all a crapshoot. But that's okay. Right now, I am currently doing just Poshmark, eBay, and ThreadUp. Those are the 3 that I'm doing right now.
Did you remove everything from Mercari?
Yeah.
Did you deactivate
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah. Well, I still have my account, but I don't have any items over there.
Nothing listed.
So, I just kind of want to, I don't want to spread myself too thin right now. Because, eBay, and I'm working a lot on eBay and a lot on ThreadUp. So I figured those were the three that I wanted to have on currently. And I'll go back to Mercari.
Yeah, sometimes you need to go back.
It's not really hard to go over there and put everything back on and get everything going again. So
Morning, Bum Crack.
Bum Crack Picker. I'm not sure if we talked yesterday. I don't remember. Yesterday was kind of a wild day, but I think I talked to you. Let me look. Yeah, I talked to you. Beth says, but it will be easier to relist things on Mercari when you're ready with the cross lister. Yep. We used to have cross listers to do that. Just shut down and start anew. Yeah, that is true. Absolutely. But it's so much more easier when you do decide to do that. It's just do it, get it done. But yeah, this Karen's at the beach. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Karen.
So Maggie, you don't have any sales or anything to go to today?
No.
No.
The bag sale is tomorrow, but I can't go. I have I know. Michael comes and he says to me, "Do you think I should go?" And I'm like, well, like he doesn't, when we go to thrift shops or anything, he usually goes to the books and I do the clothes. And he said, you could give me a list of like things to look for. And I'm like, no, I have stuff in the shed. No. And then he comes back later and he says, "You think I should go to that sale?" And I said, "What?" I said, "You know what you have?" He said, "What?" I said, "You have FOMO." He said, "What's FOMO?" Fear of missing out. You think there's some wonderful piece of clothing. Morning, Kimmy. That's there that you're going to miss out on. But yeah, I can't go. I have this educational thing all weekend. So we're gonna skip it.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I think today I'm going to spend the day working in this office and getting it cleared up because it's a mess.
Yeah.
I'm going to resist the bag sale.
Yeah. Good morning, Kimmy. Reseller Robot Beth says, Maggie Doodle, thanks for the colored jeans tip. I sold a pair yesterday in less than an hour. The salmon color ones.
Yeah, I love those colors.
They do good. They do really, really good. Like the mint green, the coral salmon. Those colors that are, and black. Black does really good. And even the khaki color, the tan, brown color. I mean, they do well. They do well. So yeah, definitely keep that open. As far as I know right now, I am going to be going to the bins.
Are you today?
Yep. No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm going to the bins. Plan is to get up early. When I go there, I have certain stipulations when I go there. It has to be early in the morning because I want to get there right when they open.
Right.
I got to get a cart, and it just has to all work out like that. And so usually I'll leave here about 6:30, 7 at the latest, because I do go by and grab breakfast and everything, and then head on up. It's an hour and a half. And it's a little bit further into Kansas City than what I like to go, but yeah, it's fine. Usually, and this is what happens every trip, usually about the last 10 minutes that I'm driving, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. There's too much traffic, I'm just not used to driving in traffic.
Right.
I don't know what's going to happen when I get to Texas. There's going to be traffic all around me.
You will get used to it again.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so, that last 10 minutes, sometimes I'm even like, I'm just going to turn around. It's too much stuff. And I just try and talk myself through it. And, and I will end up there. I've not turned around yet. So, morning, Lori.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Morning, Lori.
All right.
That's good.
So far, so good. Still alive and kicking, just not as high. Got another dog with the tummy troubles. This time it's Benji. I'm like, what is going on? So, but apparently he can't eat chicken and rice. So, because I was giving that to Hope to settle her belly, it works for her, but it don't work. It made him sick. So, it's like,
wow.
I can't lose him.
Huh.
So, but I said, okay, Bambi, I guess you're next. I've been through Hope. Now it's through Benji. I guess she's the next one. So. It's like having 3 kids and one gets sick, they all get sick eventually.
Mr. Sadie says, good morning, Mr. Sadie. He said he bought 23 tennis rackets at auction last night for $22.50. Sounds like something Todd would do.
Yep.
Totally.
Who's cooking over there? Well, I'm not sick, so it's not my cooking.
Karen's at the beach says, Valerie, you have a good thing going with your clothing finds and ThredUp. Yeah, I'm really enjoying ThredUp. I think it's been great for me. And although they have been a little backed up. Usually items will get processed in 1 week. That's why you pay the $16.99. Well, being that they're backed up, they're so backed up right now, they've increased that to 2 weeks. So they have 2 weeks to process your boxes. Which I think, it doesn't make me happy that it takes that long, but it could be, I think the longest I've seen is 17 weeks. If you don't have expedited, your items will be processed in 17 weeks. That's a long time. That's like 4 months. By then, my fear is I would have already forgot about them, and I wouldn't even, be looking for them to come up. So I like the expedited. So I guess if it takes 2 weeks, it takes 2 weeks. That's okay. Whatever. But so any movement on your momentum?
Yeah, I got $500 listed so far, and I made 4 sales since yesterday.
Nice.
So I'll be updating that on every Sunday because I go from Monday to Sunday. So far, so good. I don't know what my profit margin is yet, but we'll see. But I listed some higher end things yesterday with the hopes that they sell and all that good stuff. Plus a little smalls, and I got some puzzles to throw on there today and a few other things. So
good.
Slowly but surely, the wheel's starting to turn. So, of course, now I got to refrain from buying more stuff because that will defeat the purpose if I use eBay funds to buy stuff. Because Teresa's like, "Oh, look, there's 2 community yard sales tomorrow." I'm like, "Shut it." Shut it. And an estate sale. I said, you are testing my limits, aren't you? So, but I chose not to go, and they're literally just around the corner from me. I chose not to go. I said, I got plenty of stuff to list. I said, I'm good. I'm not going. That's hard to do, though, when you know there's money sitting on somebody's table over there.
Yeah.
But I do have plenty to work through. That once I get all that cleared out and sold, then I can go fill that corner back up with more junk. So,
Yeah.
but let's get-
Yeah, that's great though. I think that's a great idea for you.
I think I can
Great
do it a lot.
challenge.
Sooner. I think I can do it a lot sooner than 90 days, but that's the cap. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to do it sooner than that and pay it off even sooner. So
sure.
that's the thing. I said if I can do that, then I can probably. My next thing is get my truck paid off by the end of next year.
Ooh.
So that's the next thing. If I can do it. So well, it's not if, it's
Yeah.
when.
Right.
So that's the goal.
Patty says I sent 3 boxes to expedited, 1 box not expedited. They have processed 2 boxes. The non-expedited says it will process in December. Yeah. That's just a few months, so. Mr. Sadie says, I still don't understand managed payments. I got my first sale, and they hit my PayPal for shipping, which wasn't there. And so they hit my backup bank account. Yep.
There's some place you can choose to have it come out of your pending payments instead of
Right.
your PayPal.
Is that on the listing or is that in the settings?
It's in the as you're processing the sale.
Okay.
I think it's easy enough to miss that there's like a little checkbox you do.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not sure Mr. Sadie is smart enough to figure that out, though.
Well, yeah.
I think it's in the, isn't
Tell
it in
them
the
to look for it next time, Todd.
Isn't it in the? I think it's in the listing itself.
Mine shows up when I'm
Maybe not.
processing the sale.
Okay.
Oh, it's all the way at the bottom. You have to scroll right above where it says purchase and print label. Right above that, it says select how to pay.
Okay. Okay.
And then once you make the change, it stays that way until you change it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morning, Sally.
Morning.
Kim just signed up for managed payments a few days ago. Yeah, a lot of people reported that their sales were dead right before they went brought in.
Yeah.
You should have put it at the top. Beth. You're absolutely right.
I thought they were getting ready to switch me because mine were dead like 2 days, but my little thingy says you're on the list. Okay.
So you haven't even gotten a window yet?
No. Now, if they went in alphabetical order, I'd been top of the list, but I guess they're going backwards. So
And
there you
Thrift
go,
Daddy-
Miss Mercedes.
Thrift Daddy found some Estee Lauder white linen body powder, new in box for $1 each. Awesome. Sold one for $30 and one for $35. How many did you find?
Woo, woo.
Did you love
That's
it when you get a find like that?
Oh yeah.
It's the
Good
best.
old deals like that. Yeah. Well, let's see. Oh, Patty says she just got switched to managed payments on Wednesday. That's good.
It's still glitchy though. I signed up for weekly payouts on Tuesdays and I got my first one. I had my second Tuesday payout this week. What's today? Jeez, today's
Friday.
so on Tuesday I got my payout. Then Wednesday they issued another payout.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know why they issued because I'm still signed up for weekly, not daily, but I think it was just a glitchy thing. Morning, Julie.
Morning, Julie. Yeah, Thrift Daddy says he found four of those items.
That's awesome.
Very good.
Cha-ching.
Yes.
Michael like says to me when I find something like that, he says, fix your face, because I look too excited. Like he's like a yard sale. It's like, oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, charge you more.
And I find stuff like that at the thrift shop. Teresa's like, what's it smell like? I said 1970s.
Well, yeah, I might. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how today's gonna go. I gotta go get groceries, and I'm going to the dollar Walmart. So we'll see if there's any more clearance.
Dollar Walmart.
Yeah. Or you guys don't have a dollar Walmart?
I got a Dollar Tree. $1 Walmart.
I'm talking, clearance.
Oh, yeah.
Dollar Walmart.
You scan it with your phone too. Clearance. Scan the barcode with your Walmart app. Because sometimes if it's marked 15, it might actually be lower than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's hidden clearance.
Yep, hidden clearance.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Julie said she got 12 sales yesterday. That's awesome.
Ooh, awesome.
Very good.
Tearing it up.
She's
She
killing it.
is. This is her busy season. This is definitely her busy season. So, trying to get the kids wrangled up and taken care of, and trying to make orders, and because she makes all of her items. So, it's not just a process of pulling it and putting it in a bag and shipping
Right.
it. She's gotta make it. And most of that stuff is personalized, so
You
it's
got to create it too.
one to one person, and so it's not as easy as what it
Especially if you're cutting vinyl. Been there, done that.
yeah
That's a long process.
yeah. I mean, when you gotta weed it and
Mm-hmm. The
get
bigger
all
the
the time. Yeah.
bigger it is, the longer it takes.
Yeah. But she does a great job. She's a professional now. She's done it long enough where, she's worked around the kinks and figured it out. She says she has about 32 orders to make. Oh my goodness.
That's awesome.
But that's good. I mean,
I used to do that every day, and after we used to do it for the company I worked for. We used to do our lettering for our directory boards and stuff. So I took an interest in it. So I bought my own vinyl cutter and all that. And I still have it. I used to do it on a daily basis, but I was doing cornhole boards and doing all kinds of stuff, and it got crazy.
yeah.
And then the program I had started messing up, and I just kind of walked away from it because it was getting stressful. So now I just do it as a customer. So I'll say, hey, can you still do these? I'm like, yeah, I can do it. So, but
Yep.
I always come back to eBay, and I've been back with eBay since. So,
Yeah.
but if I need my own shirt, something like that, I can go run in there and make it if I want to. I've got hat press, coffee mug press. I got all that stuff. I just don't do it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of a fallback. If something was to happen with eBay, I can start that back up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And the Kydex, I have all kinds of irons in the fire. So.
That's good though.
Yeah.
It's good to learn, different ways to do things, and
yeah. Irons in the fire, just the bellows are turned off for a while, and it's all focused on eBay right now.
yeah.
What do I
Lori, that printer,
Uh-huh.
I was never able to get it to work. So we contacted support for it, and they're gonna send us another one. We sent the other one back.
Good.
They're gonna send us another one. So we're so excited. We're just,
So you get a brand spanking new one out of that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we just, they told us to keep the codes and everything for it, and pull the paper out and all that, of course. But yeah, they're gonna just ship us a brand new machine. So
good.
Nice.
I think that's really cool how businesses will do that.
It is.
Fitbit's the same way. Fitbit's one of those companies to where if you're having a problem with your Fitbit, you contact support and they'll send you another one.
Yeah,
That's
19
awesome.
years. That's crazy. Doesn't seem like it's been that long. 19 years since September 11th.
8:46 was when the first plane hit the towers. 8:46 a.m.
I remember I was with my first husband, the kids' dad, and we would always listen to the radio on the way to drop the kids off at school because it was quite a trek because we lived on the east side, and we would drop them off at Westfield, and we'd always listen to the radio, but for some reason that morning we did not listen to the radio.
Huh.
And so we dropped the kids off at school and we went to the gas station, and you were working at the gas station, Valerie, at that time. And we walked in and there was all these people staring up at the TV. And we were right, we walked in right as the second plane hit the building.
Yeah, we were working and we had all the machines and stuff going. Everybody's radios were going. All of a sudden, you hear people going, "Oh my God!" And at that time, we didn't know it was a plane. We just heard that the World Trade Center was on fire.
Right.
So at 9 o'clock was our break. So a bunch of us ran into the break room, and about that time, just after that, I can't remember the exact time the second plane hit, but that's when it was on the just boom, and then you hear the news commentator just like burst into tears and screaming. It was like crazy, and I just there with my jaw up. I couldn't believe what was going on.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I just remember thinking, oh man, we're gonna be in war. This is a war. This is how it feels when our country bombs other countries. This is how their country feels, because I felt completely unsafe in my country.
Yep. And then not to mention, the fact that we had a brother that, was in the military, and we knew he would be going.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too long.
And he did.
Yeah. He did 3 tours in Iraq.
Yeah.
And he was in one of the first tankers that went into Baghdad.
Yeah, it was crazy. But
and he had the most news stories.
He had a lot of news stories.
Yeah.
He really did. He got his picture's on a book.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the book's called. Do you remember what it's called?
Yeah, it's no.
She had it and then she lost it.
I can't remember. It's written by a chaplain,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. And he wrote a book while he was over there, and Johnny was on the front of it.
Yeah. He had a lot of news. I mean, our local newspaper had him in the news quite often.
Not only that though, it was the other one too. Gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but the paper that goes and follows them around, the press, something press.
Associated Press.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They would do a ton of stories on him too. He got a jury summons while he was in Iraq.
Oh, jeez.
And so that was a big one. You know, I was like, man, ain't I doing enough for you, you know? Yeah, he got a jury summons while he was over there. He was asleep on the back of some kind of truck, Hummer or something, and they took a picture of him, you know, because they were just trying to catch some Z's wherever, and he was just sitting on the back of a truck asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Mr. City says, I remember exactly where I was, and I remember most people wanting to go to war, but of course many people deny it now like they were against it. Yeah, that's true. They do.
Yeah.
They do, because they you know, they seen how long our, you know, military was there, and they're like, well, we didn't sign up for this. You know, but really they did.
Yeah.
They wanted it.
Yeah, that's true. Is anybody going to any sales or
Yep.
yard sales
As soon
or?
as we're done, I'm headed out to yard sales and a couple of estate sales.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
That does sound like fun.
There's supposed to be a community-wide one about 25
Mm.
miles from here, so hopefully there's lots of good. I should have already left. It started at 8.
Well, you should have.
You know,
But
had
you
to see
wanted,
my favorite people.
huh?
I had to see my favorite people. I had to see
Aw.
Maggie and
What are your good
Laurie
luck
and
charms?
Sally and
Your
what's
good
your
luck-
name? Valerie?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes they call me that.
Yeah. You're almost like my harem, except for when Tom shows up.
Just don't expect me to belly dance.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's like you've seen that new weight loss things where you stand there and it jiggles you. I was like,
Yeah.
mine would have to be set on earthquake setting to get any of this to go anywhere.
God.
No.
My belly jiggles so much it sets off the body scanner at the airport.
I was
It's
thinking
like-
about just going and hopping on the washer.
Richter scale setting.
Michael, wouldn't it do the same thing?
Probably so. If I got on the washer, it would go overbalanced because I'm like great big in front in the middle of me and little bitty in the back of me.
Mine's so wild, it'd probably just buck me off.
My washer makes it like a little song when you first turn it on. It goes doo doo doo. If I sat on it, it'd go dun 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 dun.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man. That's gonna be me. Tammy says that she's helping her son with school from like 8 a.m. to 5, and it has all of her days messed up and not being able to work or thrift during those days. That's got to be hard.
Yeah. Well, just get out on the weekends.
I think I would pay somebody to teach my kids. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do it myself. Teachers are there for a reason.
Yeah, that could be frustrating, but I'm sure.
Karen says, Todd, how's your crabby girlfriend? The one who raises prices just for you.
They're
They still haven't
shut
opened that up,
down
have
until next year.
Yeah.
But I saw her at an auction about a month ago now, and she beat me out for some gold, and it really pissed me off.
He's still mad about that.
Did I tell you that story?
Yep.
It's my own fault, but that old hag.
Oh my gosh.
I'd probably be happy about anybody else getting that piece, but no, it was her.
Yeah, I could see how that would kind of put a sour taste in your mouth.
Chap my ass.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But as soon as you lose.
That's me too, Kimmy. School is not my thing.
Yeah. It's crazy. I asked that lady, is that gold? She goes, yes. And in my mind, I said, damn it. And then out loud, I said, well, good for you. Can I see it? She showed it to me. And I was like, that's awesome. You got a great deal. And then in my mind, I'm going, friggin' snack racket.
The way Todd does her voice, she sounds like she's the Wicked Witch of the.
I know. I can just imagine her with a long crooked nose and a witch hat. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll get you with your little dog too.
Yes.
My pretty.
Happy. Happy.
Yeah. She just like that. Only little bitty lady. I bet she weighs maybe 100 pounds soaking wet. Little bitty lady, but there have been so many things she's done sideways on me that. Anyway.
Yep.
Sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun. I might look at see if there's anything in Atchison, but I gotta go get groceries, but I know, there's this Walmart actually has the better clearance area.
Not.
So I'm gonna go look. I ain't gonna lie.
What Bible verse did you have to write down, Mr. Sadie?
He's lying. He didn't have to do that.
Thou shalt not steal.
That's what I was gonna say. Like steal or kill or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, Beth says she's probably an insult to Margaret Hamilton for sure.
Probably. I don't know.
That witch always scared me, though.
Yeah.
When you watch that when you're a little kid, you're just like,
oh, I love that movie. I still watch it.
oh, me too.
But
TCM, I'll watch
damn. There's Daddy.
I was getting ready to say that, but I didn't.
Thy neighbor's right.
I was going to say it, but I didn't. I was trying to behave.
That was a good one. That was a really good one. That was probably not it, though. Not Mr. Sadie.
I know.
He's an angel.
He's too good.
I bet he was a hellion in high school.
He had to write it. He had to write a Bible verse 500 times and hand it to his principal on stage in exchange for his diploma. Wow.
That's a lie. I don't believe that one. Oh, Christian high school. Well, maybe so. I would pick out a really short one like Jesus wept.
He doesn't remember what the verse was.
How
That's
could
a
you
Bi-
forget?
That's a Bible verse. Jesus wept.
Traumatizing.
That's
So
it. 2 words.
How could you forget that? I mean, you would think that that would be like burnt in your
Yeah.
memory, you know, writing that 500 times.
Well, if it's true, then the principal probably made him pick a really long one, like some proverb thing or something.
Yeah. Mhm.
Or like maybe something like, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son or whatever.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I always had to write "I will not talk in class" on the chalkboard. And I was like, "What's the purpose of that? That's all my hard work. You're just going to erase it." So then it turned out making
Yeah.
me write it on paper.
I know I had to write. I know I had to write some stuff
And
before, but I
spitballs.
couldn't
not-
remember.
Well,
not shoot
obviously,
spitballs with
writing
the
it that
taser.
many times did not help you, did it, Mr. Sadie?
Apparently, it didn't help me either because I did it too. But it wasn't short. I remember that much. Well, there you go.
Oh.
I got in trouble
Yeah.
for throwing pencils into the ceiling. I had to write about that. You know how
Uh-oh.
you throw them and they stick? Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
bunch of them. It's fine if they had a couple of them didn't fall.
Hmm.
They were just happened to be over my desk. So I hear, Hadley, did you do that? No. Wasn't me. Must have been the one before. I don't know how they got there.
I can't really remember me doing anything like mischievous in school. I know I did. I'm sure I did.
Oh,
I
I
was
can't-
always-
remember doing stuff.
I can't remember.
I took all the foam out of the teacher's chair and filled it full of shaving cream. So when they sat on it, because of the fabric, they sat on it. What?
Mm.
How'd you know it was me? As shaving cream hands fall out of my backpack or something, you know. That was always
That's how to
principal's
write.
office.
I will not play on sand piles while my teacher is out of town. Her best friend reported her in the 4th grade.
The sand piles. What does
Yeah,
that? What does that have to
probably
do with
for
the
construction or something?
Oh, I don't know. Hank says if one or a couple got in trouble, we all had to write the sentences and extra essays and stuff, even those who didn't do anything wrong, the whole class. Yep.
I didn't ever have to do that.
I got in trouble so much I had my own chair at the principal's office.
The name tag placket on the back of it, yeah.
Just said
Larry.
Hadley.
Larry Headley the Horrible.
They thought they were done when my brother Jeff graduated, because my sister Kimmy she didn't never do anything wrong, and they're thinking, oh, maybe this one's as good as Kimmy. Nope, that's just like my brother Jeff, if not worse.
All right, guys, I'm going garage sailing. I'll see you.
All
right.
right. Good stuff.
Bye.
Have fun. I'm jealous. I'm jelly.
I want to go so bad, but I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
I
Yeah.
might.
Mm-mm.
Sally, you
I
need to
just-
sleep.
Well, I can't because I'm gonna go to the funeral and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
But so I'm gonna be out anyways. I might as well do some shopping.
Well, there you go. Dolly says I never got in trouble in school except one time me and my friends got driven back to school in the back seat of a police car because we decided to go buy snacks in the middle of the school day. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember I was supposed to meet what ended up being my first husband. I was supposed to go meet him somewhere. And so I skipped school. I rode the bus to school, and then I got off the bus and I went walking, and I went to meet him and he didn't show up. So I called my mom.
Did you? Oh my gosh.
I called my mom and I told her that I skipped school, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
Oh man.
I think one thing that I got in trouble from my dad was, you know, those big floor fans they have. It looks that they dry floors with.
Yeah.
Well, one teacher had it on. It was they didn't have air conditioning in our middle school, and the one teacher put it up on a desk and would blow out, you know, into the classroom. Well, I turned it around, and he didn't notice it. Well, he wore a toupee.
Oh shit.
So he said he told him, I forget when he told one of the girls to turn it on. She did. It's like his toupee went out the window. I got so much trouble. My dad come to school. Get your ass in that car. It's kind of funny to see. I mean, all like the other there was kids outside, this lump of hair comes flying out on. I got in so much trouble. I think I was grounded for a
we
month.
got the paddle back then, and we're told to bend over and pretend to look out that fake window that wasn't there.
Yeah, I got the rocket board that day. It's what my dad called it. Had my name on one side, my nephew's name on the other.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Used both sides on me.
Man.
Oh man.
My mom's like, "What are we gonna do with this kid?" The good old days.
I
That's
remember
crazy.
our principal in elementary school, he had a paddle with his name on it that hung above it.
Mr. Job?
Mr. Job.
Mr. Job.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't believe I actually remember that, but
I can't believe I named my son Job.
I know. I know.
That's so crazy.
Morning, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Oh, she said I was best friends with our librarian, and she would let us go through the library if we bought her McDonald's back or brought her McDonald's back. There you go. That's how you make connections, right there. Absolutely. Bumcrack Picker says someone snitched on me for throwing a half brick up in the air as I wanted to see if it fed into the soil. I got 200 lines to write. I must not throw half bricks in the air as they might injure somebody. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, a lot of it was just kind of trial and error. You know, you just you didn't know, what would happen. So you just, you gotta
Curiosity.
Yeah. See what happens. But crazy times. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that sounds like fun, Kevin.
That does.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see what Mike said. He says, I was spotted selling bottles of liquor out of the trunk of a stolen car on school property, and I was told I was no longer welcome there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a doozy.
that's a crazy one right there. That took some cojones right there. That definitely took some cojones.
If you were to ask which reseller squad member was most likely to sell liquor out of a stolen car? I would guess Mike.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think that he was naughty like that.
No, Tina.
Tina.
Tina's telling all.
I may have signed your name on a few notes back in my senior year to get out of school. I don't doubt it a bit.
Oh my God.
I don't doubt it a bit. I expect it because I used to do the same thing. What was it? There was a report card that came home, and I think I had an F. And I erased the F and then wrote in a B. And I don't know how I thought my mom and dad would accept that. Like, you know, it's like I would have never fell for that. You know, I don't know why I thought my parents would, and I don't even remember what happened with that, but I don't know.
Yeah, my son tried that. He just failed to realize that you don't use blue ink when the teacher uses red.
Whoops.
On what planet do you think I would not notice that? I didn't fall off the turnip truck yesterday, son. Well, I thought maybe you might have thought they run out of ink or something. Okay. Nice try. You're grounded.
Fish and Pickett says we had an open campus, but they hired an ex-cop with an ego to watch the parking lot. I taped Fish under this golf cart and watched that fool go crazy for 2 weeks with the smell of it. Oh my gosh. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
My brother Jeff, the one that I kind of molded after, he put Limburger cheese on the manifold of somebody's car, and that car stuck for weeks.
Oh man!
They're like, "What is wrong with this car?" Everybody get it. It's like, "Oh, your car stinks."
Oh man! Crazy things. Oh yeah, Kim. She said the worst thing I ever did as a kid was sneaking out, but I never got caught.
Yeah, I told him.
Been there, done that.
I'd walk in the house and my mom would sit under this lamp that had one of those switches, and she'd hold that switch in her hand. So as soon as I walk in the house, the light would flick on, and she'd be sitting in that chair. And I the first time, every single time she did it, I just about flew out of my skin. Yeah, I just wanted to go have fun with my boyfriend.
Yep.
At 2:00 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't tell her that. I told her I was going for a bike ride because I couldn't sleep. Wow. That's so believable. Most people read a book.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She had to have known.
I'd go for a bike ride and come home with road rash all over my neck.
I fell off my bike.
He says he would have sent me to a convent.
Yeah. Yeah.
They kind of did. They sent me to Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah.
To live with my great aunt. When I was a boy, crazy there too.
Oh, I bet there was all kinds of cuties up there.
Oh yeah. Yep. Bike ride at 2 a.m.
Crazy.
You should be scared of Daddy. You should be. The thing, the only advice I can give you is don't hold them too tightly. Let them wander a little bit and give them the rules.
Mm-hmm.
But don't, like, if you try and keep them locked up, they're gonna escape.
They're gonna try harder to get away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
And they're gonna be more rebellious.
Yeah.
The harder
I
you
do with mine.
try to hold on to them, the more rebellious they're gonna be.
I told my
You
kids,
got it.
go ahead.
You got to trust them.
Yep. That's what I told my kids. I said, I trust you and I trust that you make the right decisions. I said, something my dad always told me, that if you can live with the decisions you've made in life without any regrets, you've made the right ones. So think about that. As when your friends are all doing this, and whether or not you think it's right or wrong, you make that decision. I just pray you make the right one.
Yeah.
And luckily mine turned out all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine did too. Valerie's did too.
Mine did too. Yep.
Thank God.
Lacey told my daughter-in-law, I call her my daughter-in-law, they're not married yet, but she said there's only one person on this earth I'm afraid of, and she's sitting right there. She's pointing at me. She said, call the cops, call whoever you want, just don't call my mother. I said, well, then I did a good job then.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's hard there, Daddy, because it seems like Alabama, there's still places to go. There's gotta be places to go.
Oh yeah.
So you're just gonna have to. You're gonna have to think, okay, what party you're going to?
Cornfields.
Yeah. That's what people do here.
Bonfires, orchards.
Oh yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They want to go out, they're going to go out, and they're, I'm not saying like if they don't do good in the school or don't do what they're supposed to be doing, then you should let them go anyways. No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying let them try to, to be responsible.
Yeah.
And, if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, give them a little leadway, let them.
A little bit slack.
Yeah.
Loosen up the slack a little bit and let them, let's see what they got. All right, guys. Well, it's Friday and it's 9:03 and it's time to get to work. Whatever you're working on. So hope you have a great day. We'll see you on Monday. And yeah, have a good one.
A good weekend.
Bye.
Bye, guys.